Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to March Madness. Welcome to the third month of the year 2021, the last month of the first quarter. My name is Jeff Street. I teach people how to make money from home online. And this morning, I want to talk to you about March Madness. And I want to talk to you about winning your game, winning the month of March, winning the game of life for yourself. And as we get prepared for the March Madness tournament later on this month, it's an exciting time for sports fans and whoever your team is. I've always been a big Providence Friars, fan. I grew up in Rhode Island. That's been my team. And you know what? The season hasn't looked good for these guys. But you know what? The season isn't over. They still have their league tournament. No matter how far behind somebody is at the start of the league tournament, if they win their league tournament, they still make it to the big dance. They still make it to March Madness. They still make it to the field of 64. And if you think about March Madness and, for those of us that are fans, it's such an exciting time, 64 teams, going for it all, competing, looking to go out and win that championship. And if you think about those of us that have rooted for March Madness in the past, when your team isn't in the, tournament, who do you root for? You root for the underdogs. Who are our favorite stories? The Cinderella stories. The team that nobody thought was going to go out and, be there, and all of a sudden that team goes on a run and they start being the Davids that defeat the Goliaths. Those are the teams that we go out and root for. But I want to talk to you guys about some tips to win the game of March Madness. And I'm not talking about, picking Peter. Good morning, Joanne. Good morning. I'm not talking about picking the team that's going to win the brackets. I'm talking about winning the game of your life. Winning the month of March. And the first thing that you got to understand is you want to, here we are, the first day of March. You want to always measure, monitor, and adjust. You want to think back to the month of February. What were your biggest wins? Write those down. Celebrate those biggest wins. What were your biggest misses? Write those down. Acknowledge them. Think to yourself, okay, what can I go on and do better in the month of March? What did I do great? What can I keep doing? And where do I need to maybe just kind of make a slight carburetor adjustment so I can compete at a high level for the month of March? You want to start, thinking about and writing goals down for this month. You want to make sure that those are down this morning. You want to plan your month. You got to go out and see yourself winning this month. My mentor told me, Jeff, if you can hold it in your head, you can hold it in your hand. You got to go and see yourself winning. My mentor said proper preparation prevents poor performance. It's the 5 P's. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. So write down your goals for this month. Go back to the basics. What do the basketball teams do in between games? They go back to the playbook. They go back to, practicing layups. They go back to, practicing free throws. And, Bruce Lee said it best, I don't fear a man that knows 1,000 moves. I fear a man that can do the same move 1,000 times. So make sure that you're mastering the basics of your business. And, don't just set goals with yourself, set goals with others. If only one player on the team had a goal to go all the way, here's what I can tell you. The team's not going all the way. You got to get the whole team on board. So if you're in the direct sales industry, set goals with your team, set goals with your players, set goals as a unit. What can we go out and do to win the month of March, to win this month? Because again, this is the last month of the first quarter of the year. So you got to go out and execute. You got to just turn that gear up a little bit more so you can finish this first quarter strong, and get prepared for the second quarter. So, guys, my name is Jeff Street. I teach people how to make money from home online, and let's go out and help you become that Cinderella story. Meaning if your year has started off great, awesome, let's keep it going. Let's keep that momentum going. And if your year hasn't started off as strong as you want to look, March Madness is here. The tournament's getting ready to start, and we love the underdog. We love that Cinderella story. And here's what I can tell you about those teams that were the Cinderella story. They didn't feel the Goliath. That was David with the slingshot looking at the Goliath saying, I'm going to chop off your head with your own sword. Because they saw it in their head, they could hold it in their hand. And we want to cheer for you this month. We want to cheer you on as the Cinderella story. Matter of fact, drop a comment that says Cinderella story. Because I know for some of you, that's you. For some of you, you got the belief. You're measuring, you're monitoring, you're adjusting, you're planning, you're visualizing that success in your mind. You're going back to the basics. You're ready to go out and execute. You're ready to do big things for yourself and for your family this month. So drop a comment that says Cinderella story. Again, everybody, my name is Jeff Street. I teach people how to make money from home online. If you got something out of this morning's message, hit the share button so somebody else can get something out of this message as well. And again, drop a comment that says Cinderella story. God bless everybody. Have an incredible day. Have an incredible month of March. You know, this is your tournament. This is your game. It's time for you to win. It's time for victory. And I'll see you tomorrow morning. Have a great day, everybody.